Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we'll try and continue the exploration of the city center, and I am presently at Wellington Street, which is exactly where we'll start today's video. But as always, I'll switch around and show you guys exactly where we are. So this main highway, this is Pademba Road. It starts from that particular side and goes all the way. I think it ends at Koti, but this is exactly where we are. So that is a very large construction project, and I'll just give you guys a view of some of the houses and some of the businesses that are on that particular side. So this is the route that we are going to use, and we'll try and explore some of the lanes and some of the streets that are located at the city center, Freetown. So we'll start the video. So as always, welcome, and don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment, and we continue. So this is one of the very many lanes and the very many intersections that are located at the capital city, Freetown. So this particular area is called Wellington Street, and you guys can see the various houses and the various businesses, and as we go along we'll see some of the very large construction that is going on at this particular side, as of course that is a very old house design, as you guys can see, but I think it is about to be demolished as a new construction project is going on inside. But again, as always, I'll just stand here and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we started. So there is exactly where we started the video, at Pademba Road. So that junction is the entrance of Wellington Street, which is exactly where we are. But I'll just give you guys a 360 of exactly this particular location where I am, and then after that we'll continue with the video. So this is actually a clinic. It's called Vitality Clinic, as you guys can see, and it is also a laboratory. Of course, you guys can see the birdhouses, which is a sign of the olden days, or the remnants of the olden days construction or the olden days design. But we are here as we continue. So as for some of the roads that are located at the city center, of course you guys can see this particular highway is very if I can say, it is large enough because you guys can see cars are packed on both sides, and I think there is still ample way for other cars to pass, but we continue. So just like I initially told you guys, since we started at the entrance of Wellington Street, as we come along there we'll see a lot of businesses, and this is very nice tower, and we'll come across a lot of businesses and a lot of enterprises. And of course you guys already know that this is the city center, and most of the very tall buildings that are located at the city center, the downstairs is usually designated as shops and other enterprises. But I think at the city center there is a little bit of change, as of course some of the huge 2 or 3 story buildings that are located, of course the first, the second and the third floor of some of these houses, most of them are occupied by various businesses and various enterprises. As we go along, you guys will see the various establishments and the various enterprises that are located at this particular main highway. But we are here and we continue. So again, I'll stand here, try and take you guys back. So I think this is a new construction project. I'll stand here and then try and take you guys back and show you guys where exactly we are. So this is exactly where we are. We've come all the way from that junction, and this is exactly where we are. Just try to show you guys some of the houses or some of the businesses that are located at this particular section that I am standing right now. But as we go along, we will not be able to describe all of the businesses that are located, as you guys will try and recognize them as we go along. And of course, don't be surprised, as during this video we'll come across if not many, a few construction projects that are happening at the city center, because just like I initially told you guys, the focus for today's video will be to try and explore the various lanes and the various streets that are located at the city center. So this, I think, is a hospital. It's called City Medical Clinic. I think this whole building is a hospital, as you guys are seeing it. So this is the NRA house, the National Revenue Authority, their house. But we continue as we are making way. So the focus for today's video will be to start at Wellington Street and then try to go all the way down, and then immediately after that we'll try and find another lane or another street at the city center to explore, as of course we've already done an exploration of this main Siaka Stevens Street. But again, as always, I'll stand here and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. Of course, you guys know we started right at the junction of Pademba Road, and there is exactly where the junction of this particular street is, which is Wellington Street. So that is the NRA building, or the National Revenue Authority, their building. Of course, I've already showed you guys this is a clinic. It's called City Medical Clinic. I think this whole building is their building. And of course, just try to show you guys this other side and some of the houses or some of the enterprises that are located at this other side. So we continue and we'll try and cross and then try and see where exactly where it ends. But I think we've left Wellington Street and we are at Siaka Stevens Street now. And of course, there is a huge construction project that is located exactly as you guys are seeing it. So I don't know if you guys can see it. So I think this is it. If I can just show it to you guys. So, of course, you guys already know that we've already done an exploration of this main Siaka Stevens Street, but we will continue the exploration. And so for those of you guys that will be confused, so this is exactly where we are. We started there, and the exact area where we are is Wellington Street, and I think it continues down to this side. But this main highway, this is Siaka Stevens Street, as you guys are seeing. But I think I've already done an exploration of Siaka Stevens Street, but we will continue. And this is exactly where we are. So this is exactly the new construction project that I just showed you guys. But again, I'll stand here just to show you guys how massive this is. Yeah, so we continue, and hopefully I think Wellington Street ends at that junction, but that is exactly where we will stop for the exploration of Wellington Street. And immediately after that, so this is New Apostolic Church, one of their branches that is located at Wellington Street. And of course, I think this is a building that houses various enterprises and establishments or businesses. And we are here. So again, this is a very, very huge building. If I can just show it to you guys. Still here, at Wellington Street. So I think at that junction, of course, we've already done an exploration of that particular main highway, and of course that huge, if I can say, that huge building with the somehow cream paint is, I think, where the College of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences, their building. This is also another huge building, as you guys can see. So of course this is the city center. Of course, I think there's also another construction project that is happening there, I think there also, and of course this one is a new construction project. But I'll cross to this side at least just to have a balanced view, and again I'll stand here and then just try and take you guys back. So that is a new construction project, as you guys are seeing it right there, but I'll take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. We are still at Wellington Street, and of course we have crossed Siaka Stephen Street and we are still here. So this is exactly where we are. Just try to zoom in and show you guys exactly where we came from. So again, I'll give you guys a 360 of some of the businesses that are located, or some of the buildings that are located at this particular main highway, or this particular street, as you guys are seeing it. But we will continue immediately after this. So I think that is a vacant lot, which I think is yet to be developed, but we are here. Dolly's, I think it's a boutique that sells various male and female items, and of course you guys can see the various enterprises and businesses that are located at Wellington Street. So of course, as you guys already know, I think this is a car park, because it's not a car dealership as I thought it was, but it is not. But we are here. So this is the Global Risk Insurance Company Shed Unlimited that they are building. And we are here, still here, and hopefully we'll try and end the exploration of this particular street, which is Wellington Street, and I think it ends at this main junction. But this is all we will have time for the exploration of Wellington Street. So of course you guys recognize the building, this building, right? It is the Regent Square Municipal School, as I think I've already done an exploration of it. So there is exactly where Wellington Street ends. So of course this is the Regent Square School. I think it's a very, very huge building. Starts from there and it goes all the way down to that particular side. But again, this is exactly where we are. Just try to take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. And of course that is a new construction project. We will end the exploration of Wellington Street right here, and immediately after this we'll find another location. So this is exactly where we'll end the exploration of Wellington Street, and then we'll find another location. Welcome back. So we'll continue with another street, and this particular exploration will be that of Waterloo Street. But this particular highway, this is like with Boston Street, as you guys are seeing, and of course just a few walks to that particular side is the Kube community. But again, we'll start the exploration of Waterloo Street. So this is exactly where will start, as this is where it ends or where it starts. And we are exploring Waterloo Street, and we'll continue all the way, if possible, to Pademba Road, and immediately after the exploration of Waterloo Street, we'll then find another location or another street within the city center to explore, as today's video will focus on the exploration. We'll focus on the exploration of some of the lanes and the different streets that are located at the city center. But again, I'll take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is Mosiri Fadiga House, as you guys are seeing it. I think it's almost completed, as it is a new construction, as you guys are seeing. So that is exactly where we started the exploration of Waterloo Street. So that way, of course, it's like Boston Street, and at that junction where we started is Waterloo Street. So this is exactly where we are. I'm just trying to give you guys a glimpse or a view of some of the houses or some of the businesses that are located on both sides of the street. Of course, that is a new construction, as you guys are seeing it. That is a new construction, and I think this is a mosque. So we continue, and of course, just like that of Wellington Street, you guys already know that this is the city center, and there are a lot of businesses and a lot of establishments that are located at the city center, and most of these employees or these owners that have these various businesses or that work at these various establishments and businesses, these are some of the cars that are parked on both sides of the street. And I think there is a lack of a designated car park or a designated space that is supposed to be purely used for car parking, but I could be wrong, as I think that is definitely not the case. But we continue. So this is of course a makeshift car dealership, as you guys already know. But again, I'll stand here, try to take you guys back and show you guys that is a new construction, and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are, as you guys are seeing, in the exploration of Waterloo Street, as this is exactly where we are. And of course, some of the houses and businesses that are located at this main highway. So of course, I already showed you guys that new construction project. So this is a makeshift or a car dealership, as you guys are seeing. Most of these cars are for sale, and so we continue, and I think the exploration of Waterloo Street will end ultimately at Pademba Road. It will ultimately end at Pademba Road, but we will see. And of course, as we go along, you guys are seeing the various projects. Oh, of course, that is an old design, but we are here and it's midday, and don't be surprised by the build-up or the queue that you guys are seeing, as this is the city center, and there are various intersections and various lanes that converge at this main Siaka Stephen Street. But we are here and we continue with the exploration of Waterloo Street. And of course, this building, as you guys are seeing, that has been converted. There was once a cinema here that is called Strand, but that was a long time ago. As you guys are seeing, what is exactly there now. But again, this is exactly where we are, and I'll just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So that is an escalator. And then trying to show you guys the different houses and the enterprises that are located at this main highway. So this is Luvian Ramkula, and I think this building, it belongs to Shankadas, which I think they are the manufacturers of the drink Ramkula, and also the bottled water called Luvian, which is one of the bottled water brands in the country. And of course, I think in the country, if I can think, I think there are two purified water brands that are in the city center, and I think one of them is Luvian and the other one is Sierra. So we are here and we'll still continue with the exploration of Waterloo Street, and we are still here. So again, I'll stand here and then just try and take you guys back, as we have just crossed Siaka Stevens Street. So that's exactly where we are. So that is the main Siaka Stevens Street, and I'll just zoom in and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are, and then I'll take you guys and show you guys some more. So this is Samaria West African Methodist Church, and I think because I was once a student of the West African Methodist Collegiate, so I think most times this is exactly the church where we usually held our Thanksgiving service first, and then immediately after that our March Pass event. But I'll just show you guys both sides, and then after that we will continue with the vlog. So still here, this is exactly where we are. So of course this is the Luvian house. I think this house belongs to G Shakadas, which is one of I think it's an Indian owned company that I think they produce various drinks, be it beverages, pure water, and other fizzy drinks. But we are here and we continue still at Waterloo Street and continuing the exploration of some of the houses, of some of the lanes and the various streets. So I think Waterloo Street is more narrow than that of Wellington Street, because of course you guys will definitely see the difference. At Wellington Street, if both cars are parked side by side, there is more space than this particular one at Waterloo Street. But we are here and we continue, and as always, bear with me as we have a lot of distance to cover. So again, I'll stand here, just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. I think there's a new construction that is going on inside this makeshift metal sheet, but we are here. So this is exactly where we are, still at Waterloo Street, and we continue. Just want to show you guys both of the houses and the enterprises that are located on both sides. And also I think that is a huge construction project. I think you will only be able to see it at this particular side very, very clearly. But we continue and make progress. So still here. So again, just to recap, the focus for today's video will be to explore the various lanes, the various drives, and the various streets, if possible, that are located at the city center. So I think this is also another huge new construction project, which I think is still under construction, not completed yet. As you guys are seeing it, it's very, very huge. It starts here and goes all the way to that particular side. But we are here and we continue, and I think we are almost coming to the end of the exploration of Waterloo Street, as this is exactly where I'll stand again and try and give you guys a 360 of both sides of the street, but I'll work a little further and then I'll try and pause and give you guys a 360 or a view of both sides of the street. So I think this is a garage. Again, I'll stand here just trying to give you guys both sides of the street in case we miss any of the buildings. So this is exactly where we are in the exploration of Waterloo Street. So that is exactly where we came from. This is exactly where we are. So that building is the huge construction project that I showed you guys, but we continue with the video. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, share to as many of your contacts as possible, like and comment as we make progress. So I think approaching to this particular side of Waterloo Street, this particular side is more narrow than the previous side where we started the video, but we are here and we continue. So I think that is also another huge construction project as we continue. So I think this is a dump truck that belongs to the government, as it is presently not in use, but we are here and we are almost coming to the end of the exploration of Waterloo Street, but still here, still at Waterloo Street, and almost coming to the end of it. But again, I'll stand here and then just try and take you guys back. Of course, there's a huge construction project right there, but again, I'll take you guys back and show you guys. Of course, there is a little curve, so we'll not be able to see directly where we started, but this is exactly where we are as we continue with the video. So still here now, still here as we continue, and as always, another heckler, if I can say. But we are here, and so that is the huge construction project that I showed you guys, and we continue, and I think we are coming to the end of today's vlog. As standing here, I can see the Denver Road, which is very, very close to that particular side, and we are here. So of course, as you guys see, this new construction project, and I think this other one also is a new construction project, that particular one, but we are here. We continue, and Of course, this is exactly where we will stop with the exploration. This is exactly where we will stop with the exploration of Waterloo Street, as this other street is Pademba Road or Road. But we are here, and then if possible we'll try and find another location within the city center to explore, and immediately after that, if possible, we'll then find another location. So this is exactly where Waterloo Street ends, and as you guys are seeing, that is the route that we took to arrive at this destination. But I'll just zoom in. I'll just try and give you guys a 360 of this particular area, and then after that we'll continue with another location. So this is exactly this other section at Waterloo Street, and we'll find another location. So we continue with the exploration of Waterloo Street. So this is exactly another section or another part of Waterloo Street, and if I can zoom in, I think that is the large one, if I can say that, because this particular section is small Waterloo Street, and it starts here and it will end exactly towards the intersection of Pademba Road. But I'll just try and show you guys this other section of Waterloo Street, which is small Waterloo Street, as we continue with today's vlog, and you guys can see how exactly this is. So I think this particular road at small Waterloo Street is narrow. So that is the huge construction project that I showed you guys earlier, and this is exactly, I think, where it starts. But we continue, and hopefully we'll end just towards the intersection between the big and the small Waterloo Street. But again, I'll pause here and try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. So that is the junction where we started with the exploration of small Waterloo Street. So of course that is the construction project that I showed you guys. This is this side of it, and we continue. So these are some of the houses and the various buildings that are located on both sides at this particular location. But we continue with the vlog, and just like I initially told you guys, this is the city center, and don't be surprised with the number of cars that are parked on either sides of every location or of every street that is located at the city center. But we continue and make progress. So of course, I think apart from the very few enterprises that are located at small Waterloo Street, I think this particular side of the city center, I think this is more of a residential area, as you guys are seeing it. Because don't get me wrong, there are businesses, but it is more of a residential area. But again, excuse me, I'll stand here and then try and take you guys back. So this is also another huge building. I'll stand here and then try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. We started at that particular junction right there, but we continue with the video. Just try and show you guys exactly both sides of the street as we continue with the vlog, and hopefully we'll end the exploration of Waterloo Street with this particular side, which is small Waterloo Street, which I think when we complete it, we would have completed the exploration of Waterloo Street, both the large and the small one. But immediately after that we'll try and find another location or another area to explore, as we still have a lot to see. I hope you guys are not bored yet, but we are here. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, share to as many of your contact as possible, like, and continue supporting the channel, as you guys already know that you guys are the best and you guys are awesome. And of course, to my sponsors, you guys know exactly who you are. Thank you, as you guys are the ones that are making some of these videos possible, and I just want to say thank you guys. And we are here, and we continue. So again, I'll come to this side and then try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are in the exploration of small Waterloo Street, as we are almost coming to the end of it. So there is exactly where we started, as these cars that are parked are not allowing us to see directly down that particular side, but we are here as we continue with the vlog. But we continue with the exploration, and of course here is exactly just close to where that Beamer is parked. It's exactly where we'll end the exploration of small Waterloo Street, and also the exploration of Waterloo Street, as of course when we stand there we can see Pademba Road, but we are almost here. So this is also a new construction project, if I can say that, because I think it was started and left off. I think it's been picked up again, as you guys are seeing it. It's a very huge building though, as you guys are seeing it. But we continue with the video and hopefully make progress. But we are here. We are exactly where both the small and the large Waterloo Street both intertwine, where both are joined at this junction. So we will stand here and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys. So this is exactly where we'll end the exploration of Waterloo Street, as you guys are seeing, of small Waterloo Street. That is the route to the large Waterloo Street, if I can say that. So we started right down there, as you guys are seeing it, but this is all we have time for the exploration of Waterloo Street, as we'll find another location. Welcome back. So immediately after the exploration of immediately after the exploration of Waterloo Street, this is John Street, and if I can just pause and show you guys, there is exactly where we started, at the junction of Waterloo Street. So this other intersection, this whole route is John Street, and we'll try and explore John Street all the way and see exactly where it ends. But we have started the exploration, and this is John Street, and it goes all the way down to that particular side. But we are here as we continue and ultimately make progress still at John Street, and hopefully immediately after the exploration of John Street we will also explore we continue with the exploration. So we have just crossed, so this particular line, this is Brook Street. I think it starts down that particular side and then it goes all the way to Pademba Road, but we'll do the exploration of John Street and immediately after that we'll revert. We continue with the exploration of John Street, and immediately after this one we'll again find another location, but John Street is very close to the Brookfields community, and this is a new construction project as you guys are seeing, but I think it's already completed. It's almost completed, but we are here and hopefully try and see exactly where this particular street ends. So still here in the exploration of John Street, and hopefully there is some sort of I think there is some sort of difference between John Street and that of Wellington Street, because as you guys are seeing, the road network here is very large and wide, and of course if both cars are parked side by side, there's definitely enough way for both vehicles to pass. But again, I'll stop here and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are. So that is a huge construction project that I just showed you guys, and we will continue immediately after this particular side, but I'll just try and show. I think there was a garage inside there, and I think it's a space that is for rent. It is a space that is for rent, but we will continue and make progress, and immediately after this particular one we'll find another location. And the focus for today's video, of course, I've already told you guys. So I think this particular drainage system, it is very popular. It's called Samba Gutter, and I think it extends down to this particular side. As you guys are seeing it, it connects to various areas, but I think from this John Street area I can see this is Samba Gutter, if I'm not mistaken. But we are here at John Street as we continue, as of course the vibe here is also the same as you guys are seeing the number of cars that are parked on one side, but here it is a little bit less than that of both Wellington Street and Waterloo Street, but we are still here. But again, I'll stand here, just try and take you guys back again and show you guys exactly where we are. So we are at John Street, just a reminder, and we started at that junction way further than that before we crossed, but that is exactly where we came, and this is exactly where we are. I'll just try and give you guys a view of both sides, or some of the houses or enterprises that are located on both sides of the street, and immediately after that we continue. And I think there is a church or a school that is housed inside this fence, because I think they have a very huge compound, because of course they also left space for landscaping, which is very hard to see at the city center. But we continue still at John Street and try to see exactly where we are, and hopefully I think it will end at Campbell Street if I'm not mistaken, but we'll see exactly where that will take us. But we are here as we proceed, and a reminder, keep subscribing and keep supporting the channel. So this is also another new construction project, as you guys are seeing. with the downstairs with various enterprises. So I think I'll try and cross in order for me to have a balanced view of both sides of the street as we make progress. So still at John Street as we continue, still here and making progress, and hopefully try as much as we can. But we are here, and again I'll just pause, give you guys a view of exactly where we are. So this is exactly where we are, and these are some of the enterprises and the buildings that are located on both sides of the street as we continue with the video. I think this is a school. It's called Royal Vision Academy. I think it is housed inside this compound. That is their building. But we are here and we continue. We make progress and hopefully push much further than John Street immediately after we finish its exploration. But we are here and we make progress, still here at John Street. So I will cross. So this particular way is John Street. Again, I'll just try and revert back and show you guys. So this is John Street. This road, I think it starts from down that particular side. It goes all the way down to that particular way, and of course this is John Street, and I think it continues to this particular side. But we continue and still here. Still here. That is the garage, and we make progress. We make progress. So I think the atmosphere of the road, it continues here with it being very large. With it being very large, as you guys are seeing, and the cars that are parked on both sides of the road. But again, we continue and hopefully try and make progress. So we are coming to the end of the exploration of John Street, but not yet, as we are still here, still at John Street and making progress. But again, I'll start here and then just try and take you guys back and show you guys exactly where we started. So this is exactly where we are. This is exactly where we are. We've come all the way from there to this particular side. Of course, I showed you guys that intersection where that particular car is. That particular side is called Jones Street, and this is the continuation of John Street, exactly where we are. But I'll just give you guys both sides of the street just to show you the different houses, all the different enterprises on both sides, and then after that we will continue. We will continue. We are here, and hopefully try as much as we can in completing this particular video. Still here. So I think John Street continues after we've crossed Dundas State, because this particular next way, or this particular street, is John Street, as we will try and see, but we'll cross, and then I think immediately after Dundas Street we'll end up at Campbell Street, if I'm not mistaken. So this is Dundas Street. It starts from down that particular side. Let me just zoom in down that particular side, and it goes all the way up to that particular side, but we'll try and cross. We will try and cross and then ultimately be done with the exploration of John Street, as we'll try and find another location that will do an exploration of, but this is all we'll have time for today, and hopefully try and catch you guys at the next vlog, as this is all there is, or this is all we'll have time for today. And again, until I catch you guys again at the next one, this is main Campbell Street. This is exactly where I will end today's vlog. I'll thank you guys for coming along with me. So we continue.